Ishtar was doing it. Okay, so we had just experienced the death of Rorik and tried to establish a resettlement of Jal before we finally got in contact with Og. After a brief travel south, we were able to reconnect with him in the city of... help me?
Here.
Here? Here, okay, of Kier. We reconnected with him in the city of Kier, where he had revealed to us that he had never stopped his search for his daughter. And in the last month, he's made slight progress narrowing down the field search to a apothecary in the city called
Dr. Maurice.
Okay, Maurice. Okay. So, to a Dr. Maurice, after questioning him for a time, he allowed us, or he said he would allow us access into his medical facility that was apparently being either ransacked or secured by a goblin-like creature that Mio saw in the corner of his eye in the distance, chasing it down and destroying public property and probably private property as well. He cornered the goblin on the floor before it apparently self-destructed, leaving no traces of itself and damaging the surrounding buildings. Being quick on his feet, Og is seen casting a spell, and that is where we end. Also, I kind of skipped Ishtar. So Ishtar, being one of the... I'm going to go ahead and call him Champion of Jal, as he was one of the only soldiers that were able to hold their own against the Slod invasion / rebellion, however you want to call it. And he was recommended by the Oakville General to Valana to act as a guard for her incursion south. So Ishtar has joined the party.
Yeah.
Or Ishtar? Ishtar? How do you say it?
With a Tfsr.
Okay. Ishtar.
Ishtar.
I think that's all the major points.
What about, or did that happen in the session before? Forget.
With the, sit down and talk and around the circle, yeah, I skipped that because that wasn't pertinent to the plot. That was all more character development.
Okay.
All right.
This is the plot recap.
The plot.
There was a lot happened beside that. There was a divine intervention coming from...
Okay, fine. We'll go over character development. So, on the way to the city before we met with Og, we talked with Captain... What was the captain's cat name?
What? You want to say?
What was it?
High Noon.
High Noon. Okay.
Captain.
So we talked to the Captain High Noon, also a guard of Jal, who was escorting us to the city of Kirk, and he wanted to know about the people that he was escorting. So we all sat around a campfire, each revealing personal stories to an extent, probably not everything, but bits and pieces. The most interesting thing that happened was Mara's reveal of herself being actually a sorcerer named Felix that was apparently hated by her father for being, we'll just call her different. In the end, it ended with a divine intervention that permanently changed her to her true self, Mara. And, yeah, everyone being just a little bit closer than they were before.
All right. That's better.
Yay!
Okay. And we left off exactly in a moment when the goblin have exploded some kind of a device right in Mio's claws. Right now, I wanted to say hands, but no, claws. And disappeared in unknown direction, but Og immediately casted Locate Object. on the goblin's weird metallic pipe. And Og, what do you feel right now is the direction is westwards, but it also goes down. And it's
Underground.
not 500 feet away, it's more like 100 feet away, but it goes under the ground.
I'll be right back. I'm getting myself some coffee.
Towards the sewers. Fight the
Right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right, first of all, I think we need to apprehend Dr. Maurice and put out the fire.
Yeah, Dr. Maurice is currently cursing at you.
No time.
It's like, what the bloody hell are you all doing? You're trying to burn down the entire town?
To be fair, they didn't start it.
Sorry, Doctor. Have to go to the sewers. Bye.
Wait, it's even burning!
No.
Hospital!
Wait. Ethan's gonna first ask Og
I've got.
what the fuck he can do.
I'm doing wind wall to. Can I draw?
Okay, I get it. You don't need to draw. You basically douse the fire, creating a wind wall in the solstice of fire, and it's.
Oh, what the hell?
The map just glitched out
Yeah,
on
I
me.
thought that
Yeah, I can't see shit now.
What?
Like, it just went black.
The map
Yeah.
we're in
deleted.
Black and grey.
ocean.
I think
Oh,
my
very
token's not on the map anymore either. Highlighting and stuff.
Everyone try refreshing or something, that might help.
Yeah, everything is
Yeah,
visible.
that's what I'm doing.
It's
I don't
full
know.
20. Whatever the heck happens.
So
Og's
basically,
wind wall broke the map.
Whoops.
You blew the map away, you ass!
Shit.
Yes. Like, oh, go on this windmill. The entire map gets blown away.
so basically, you snuff out all the fires, and there's like slight burns, but it's okay. It can be fixed in no time. Maybe a little shrapnel is still in the walls and thorns in the hospital, but it's okay. It's replaceable.
There we go.
But as soon as you cast Wind Wall, you lose your locate object. But you know the direction right
oh,
now.
shit. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, I was gonna say. If it's more a feeling than a.
You stopped tracking, but you can recast it if you want.
Yeah.
But you know the direction goes up to this burned, almost demolished building. And it goes down from there.
Interesting.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, so seeing Og just cast a shit ton of spells and seem to take command of the situation, I'm just gonna follow Og.
Yeah.
Right.
I would ask
Should
probably
Valana
Flash.
should Valana ask Snog to keep an eye on Dr. Maurice, or
I'm gonna bound his arms with my rope.
Flash.
I don't trust this guy.
I want to ask Celeste to help me look for survivors and make sure nobody's in.
Sure.
It seems like no one got hurt around. Children are slightly afraid of what just happened, but
I would be too.
they're like, "Whoa, what the hell just happened?" And they're kind of looking around the corner into the place where you all are. Still not following.
so? Yeah, Dr. Morris did reject the Stone of Truth and stuff like that. Is he still a subject? A suspect? Or
Right now, he's just very annoyed at you.
Yeah, out of character conversation real quick. I honestly don't suspect the doctor of any foul play.
I feel like yeah. At this point, we've
Yeah.
kind of the point where it's probably somebody else that may be manipulating him, but it's or manipulating his situation.
I mean, he
That
might
make-
be covering for someone, possibly, but he is not directly affiliated with whatever's going on.
Yeah.
That's my feeling.
Speaking of Dr. Ramirez, he's like just like waving his cane at you like what? Like, oh, what the heck are you lot doing? What? What's going on?
Get off
Why
my
is there an
lawn.
explosion? Who are you people?
We are the heroes this city needs, but not the ones it deserves.
No,
And
it is
Lisa's
not.
gonna come-
No, okay, I think I speak for everyone here when we say we do not need or want you here. Like you destroyed a building. You almost blew up my hospital.
Oh,
To
come
be
on,
honest,
calm
it
down,
was that
Doctor.
goblin who blew up the city.
What goblin?
There was a goblin over here. And
He didn't-
He was
got
the source
blown
of
up.
that explosion, not us, and
Yeah, he got blown up.
he got blown up by
Yeah.
himself.
A likely story.
Look, we are going to try and track him down. I feel as I turn over to Isa that we should hurry up with the pursuit instead of trying to explain everything to Dr. Morse. Maurice, we can do that at a later time.
Og. Yeah, where's Og? I doubt he stopped to do anything.
I'm here. This guy hasn't given all of his truth, so I want somebody to stay with him. Or him to come with
Oh,
us.
okay. So Og didn't stop.
Oh yeah, Neo's already. Well, because Neo can fly, so.
Neo can fly,
He
but
can't. He doesn't
doesn't.
know how to fly.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh.
Yeah, he just runs around like a
Like,
dragon.
as in
Something.
character decision, he doesn't know how to fly.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what if Snog just stay with
Yeah.
Dr. Maurice? And Og feels a lot way better with it, and we can all just pursue this goblin and possibly encounter the source.
Well, first off, let's ask Og, where was it when you cast the spell?
West underground. What did you say? 500 feet?
No, it feels closer than 500 feet.
Feels close. Oh, okay. So yeah.
So he's not that far.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not far to the west
Okay,
and underground. So
I will blow my signal whistle to call Lena.
who?
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm just a little on a different map right now. I'm preparing your transaction.
Oh, I can drop the token. No big deal.
Yeah, if you blow the whistle, so basically you call the creature.
Right on. The token didn't show up.
That's weird.
That's weird. I'm gonna drop it myself.
Did it show up for you?
Mm,
Well, either way, I'm just going to instruct Lena in Elvish to escort the doctor and then tell the doctor that Lena will be accompanying you should you need her.
her token is for some reason broken.
Rather
Okay. Like they're the Griffin, right?
Yeah, it is broken. You see,
Like-
there is no default token for her for some reason. You need to reset that.
Like, thank you for the offer, but I don't need it. Any form of transportation. I should be fine. I should be fine on my own.
Yeah.
And she says this is more or less not an option. Lena will be keeping an eye on you and assisting you until we have a chance to exchange words.
What, you think I'm going to let that animal into my hospital? Who knows what it could contaminate? Kids, feathers, well, everywhere.
Because Lena's literally a celestial, so I don't
Doesn't
think
mean they don't have
she's
feathers.
I mean, would you prefer if I kept an eye on you? And Isa's gonna grin and
Why
like,
do any of you?
that's
like,
the
what sort
blade of the sword.
you don't have? Who? You still haven't answered me. Who the heck are you people?
I think I answered that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You were just rambling on.
Look, you can't save the day without an explosion or two.
He's just going to apologize for the actions of her company, I guess, and then show him her signature.
Okay,
Oh,
she showed you.
why didn't you say that sooner?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was hoping to avoid getting directly involved in this, as this is not a matter of either the Paladins or the Temple of Ego.
Then why are your companions harassing me? Like he's...
And then I will explain to him that Ogg's daughter is among the missing children, and that this is a personal quest for Fred, or a personal, quest.
Okay then. Why didn't he mention that sooner then?
Because these people have a hard time telling people anything.
Yeah, that's kind of seems to be a theme here.
Okay. All you essentially think that you all are wasting time.
Yeah, Valana is agreeing to that.
Yeah, well, we need to get going though. We're wasting time.
I'm sniffing out this goblin.
Okay, Neo.
Where the hell is Mio?
Neo is currently sitting on a rooftop, like put his head into the crack in the building, and like, wherever you are.
I figured I already went through the walls.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Okay.
Sorry, I had to go away for a second.
Neo, please.
I had to make the way in.
Mara's looking around for Mio and it's like this. Oh god.
Yeah, and as you look around the corner to see where Mio is, he kind of goes through the roof inside the building with a big plume of dust.
Mara's eyes starts twitching.
Look, Dr. Maurice, we are trying to make everything right here. We are not
As
holding
soon as you say that,
or
the
anything,
plume comes over the other buildings.
but we are still going to keep an eye on you, and we would like you to agree with us before our friend over there destroys the whole town trying to find this goblin.
And what?
Does that sound fair?
Sorry, what are you trying to get him to agree to? I might have missed that.
Okay. So you're following Mio or what?
Okay, we're losing time. Where is the goblin?
I am telling Dr. Maurice that we are not holding you hostage, but we want to keep an eye out on you. And we are trying to find the missing children, and currently we are also trying to find this goblin. So if you would kindly just agree to this condition, then we will be off and trying to make our friend Mio not destroy the entire town. How does that sound?
I'm not having a horse bird in my hospital.
It didn't work. What the hell?
Would you rather that
I will
Snog
further instruct Lena.
and I
Keep an eye on
pet
him.
Snog saying that?
I want to say to Dr. Maurice not to leave the town without telling us. Or else.
I have no intention of leaving the town. I'm needed here.
Good.
Yeah, I will further instruct Lena just to keep an eye on him, and those around him. And that's it.
Okay.
She can stay outside if she has to, as long as she can see.
Splinter is kind of controlling the shark man, like pulling him by his, let's say, corners of the mouth, like where he needs to go.
Oh, you're there.
Okay.
Oh.
So everyone but your Griffin coming, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's underground. I don't see a large creature other than Mio and Snog being helpful.
Yeah, you hear like rumble goes down, and you kind of see Mio through the cracks in the walls and breaks through. Like there is a missing door, no windows, no nothing. You
There
see
we go,
Mio
that's
kind
the
of
one.
digs into the building's, let's say, rubble, and goes into the tunnel.
There's a tunnel.
Well,
The tunnel.
Wait, does Mio actually fit?
Yeah, he barely fits. He's kind of crawling, like laying down, but he gets in. It's like 10 feet wide tunnel. So
Oh.
Valana looks
Interesting.
over towards Og, who is the one who knows where the object is located, to see if he feels that these are the tunnels
Yeah.
we
Are
need
they?
to we need to go through.
So kind of okay. You entered the tunnel.
Ooh. Oh.
It seems to be a naturally formed tunnel,
What's
and
this?
it
Oh my gosh. I like this. This is cool.
Feel my proportions are strange, but
yeah, you're closer to us, so perspective. Someone
well, I mean, she feels stretched out, but it may just be me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
okay. No, you're a little higher
Yeah.
than yeah. So
There we go. She doesn't look like a giant dwarf anymore.
and kind of Og is manipulating the snog, and you see like in this natural tunnel there is from time to time crypts in the walls, like shelves with dead people. But most of all, make a perception check.
Perception check.
Everyone or someone specifically? Like,
Perception. Yeah, mine's pretty high. Good
I have a pretty good perception.
Do we all make perception?
Yeah, yeah. It depends. Asa,
I
you
don't believe in seeing things.
Wow.
um
I'm just following on.
Nothing escapes my sight.
okay.
I see what I believe. I don't believe what I see.
Okay, so Valana, Og, Selesh, Mio, Ishtar, you all see that mostly in this tunnel there is one thing that is particularly everywhere is imagery of snakes. It's carved into the walls. It's painted on the crypts. It's held by dead bodies in the hands, like skeletons holding like a dead snake skeleton too, or a like a staff of a snake. You see that tunnel goes on for a long, long time, and you see like Mio rumbling through it, really complicated, like almost crawling flat on the ground.
Wouldn't it be easier to polymorph for now? Or...
I don't know. Didn't ask for it.
He is also taking up the rear, so I guess we are walking behind him, looking up his rear.
I'm just afraid that he's gonna knock into the wall and then cause occasion.
That's a pleasant view.
Being squeezed like this is not slowing me down much, okay? I'm a predator. Alright.
No, you're an idiot.
He's on the prowl.
Yeah, alright. I'm going after this thing.
Mio, make let's say yeah, let's say survival check.
Survival, alright. Not my best skill.
But he
Of
rolled an
course.
nat 20. So
It's a secret.
Not my best skill critical success.
It
Not my-
always works. Like the dumb person always gets the critical success on the arcane check.
Not my best skill, except now. Now I rock at it.
Except now I'm awesome.
Wait, hold on. I'm great at everything. I forgot.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're far from.
No, he is in his own mind.
You kind of stop for a moment and put your ear to the ground, like to feel the vibes and the sounds. And you actually feel like you never heard that well. This dragon form is awesome. You kind of hear muffled goblin speech in the end of the tunnel.
All right.
It seems to be reading some kind of incantation.
Can I ask something?
All right. Ow.
Yeah, sure.
Those snake images on the walls, does it look like people worshipping them, or is it just random snake fan fiction?
Oh, well, imagery seems familiar at all points. And yeah, it seems like religious.
Okay.
I want to try to golden dragon stealth.
Oh my god.
Any crits
Oh,
again?
wow. I say no, you still
Alright.
fell.
You know,
That's what I'm talking
That's
about right there.
stupid that you didn't see the dragon.
um,
I'm dying.
kind of, you know, like Tinkle Toe?
Like, you know, Tom and Jerry, where like Tom is
Yeah.
on all fours and he's like on his tippy toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like-
what we're doing now.
And you move a lot quieter right now, but you caused a lot of fucking noise while you was going down here.
Mhm.
Now you're stealthed. But they know you're coming.
Well, as
No.
it turns out, Mio is indeed great at everything.
They know they're coming. What they don't know is I'm already there.
Keck.
So, is everyone following Mio?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. Do you want us to roll stealth
Yeah, sure.
checks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's group stealth check. Excited to see
Oh.
that.
Ooh.
Luckily, Slug has +4, so.
Oh.
Disadvantage, so 4.
Also, I believe it's with a
Group stealth-
disadvantage
Group
to
stealth
most
has
of
a
us.
disadvantage. Is that right? Or
Luckily, I got a 22.
It has a normal roll, but because of the 8 nails, not necessarily, yeah. So,
oh well, I'm wearing armor, so yeah.
so 7.
not gonna help.
No, that's 6. 4 plus 6 plus G plus 5 plus 17 plus 10 plus 9 plus 13 divided by 8.
I have a +7 and I got a 10.
I have a +4 and I got a 22.
Okay, guys, you cannot shut up. You like discuss everything, like, oh, look, a snake, and then just touch things and it falls down. And Mio is like crawling down really stealthily, like hearing all that noise that you make.
All right.
Imagine Sebastian's just like slithering along the ground on his belly. Just going
Okay.
insanely.
So
Meanwhile,
what-
everyone else is walking.
what-
I mean, in our defense, we don't really know the goblins are there. Only Mio knows that the goblins are there.
Yeah, Og knows that he's somewhere there too. So, question: what is the distance that you are keeping further from Mio?
Well, Velana isn't keen on looking Mew up in the butt, so she at least is probably going to stay a little bit behind, not too far.
Is it up to Mio how
Is there-
far he's gone off ahead?
Yeah. That's
I
probably.
mean, if we're all staying together as a group and then Mio's gone off with his crit stealth.
Istar is as close as he can because he wants to be close to the battle if it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
I
approximately
probably be
30
in
to
front of the group.
60 feet, like, stretched
Yeah.
from you,
All
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Neo, as you continue to crawl, you see, like, a tunnel makes a little curve, and you just stick one eye of yours, like, around the corner and see the same goblin, charred and bleeding, holding a what seems to be dagger above his head and mumbling something. And I don't think you speak goblin.
Mara does.
I do not.
Yeah, and you see he's mumbling something. His metal pipe lies down to his right side, and you see, like, in front of him, a giant statue of a stone snake with wide open mouth. And around the statue, behind on the wall, there is runic scribblings that you can read. And they say that Dendar, the night serpent, consumes all.
I want to run up and try to grab him by his dagger arm.
Okay. It's about like 100 feet between that and you.
Okay, well, maybe sneak a little bit before I get there.
Okay. And you see kind of goblin stops his incantation, stands down to the statue closer, turns around with closed eyes. He's not even looking at you, and you're kind of crawling, hiding behind like stalagmites and stalactites. And your party comes up. You turn around your head and see them basically walking out, talking loud, like shit. This tunnel is fucking gross and stuff like that. So basically, Goblin opens one eye and almost like make a dexterity check. Actually,
Dexterity check.
yeah. How fast are you?
15.
Let me see. What the hell is the 4? I believe 5. Let's see. Dexterity check. Oh,
Ooh, he's pretty quick.
he kind of opens one eye and you almost reach him, and everyone like walks into the tunnel at this point, and he just stabs himself in the chest and says, "Gotcha," and falls down.
Ooh.
Boy,
That's the name of the episode. You know that something is going down.
Oh shit.
Wait,
This
was
is
it
a
you that
trap.
got stabbed?
It's a trap.
And he kind of lays down on his chest, and you hear him cackle, like menacingly, basically bleeding through his throat and cackling. And you see the statue that was standing still grows larger, and the scales become like alive, and it starts to move. Like stone falls away from it on the ground.
I think we should make our leave. And I am going to start walking out of the tunnel.
I think it's a little bit late for that.
And
He's just like, no, no. This is the time to stay.
and as the stone falls off of this statue, it becomes like ethereal, shadowy, and like living darkness.
That is not
Well,
good.
that's just wonderful.
And it takes like all the space of the wall, and it rushes in direction you came from. On the way, engulfing Mio and everyone who entered.
No.
And the everyone make please a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
This is not going to be good.
You know,
Who would be next to me?
Oh shit!
Okay. 22.
Oh man,
Wait, don't I get a bonus from the paladin as well? So...
Yeah, you get a bonus from Paladin.
I'm asking who would be next to me.
I'm probably
Probably
next to you.
Mara.
it wouldn't everybody.
Probably everyone, except Mio.
Well,
It's only 10 feet, so you can't. Not everyone can be next to me.
yeah, if you exited like the tunnel at the moment, you're spread out like for 25 feet. You can be around everyone at this point.
We had that hero's feast earlier, right? So we got advantage.
You didn't?
Oh, we have advantage?
No.
Well, I rolled pretty well anyway.
No,
I was just.
no.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, let's see. Valana, you're fine. Salish, you're fine. Isa is fine.
Shit.
Everyone else is, well, fucked. Everyone who failed this wisdom saving throw, you get a flaw, which is
Mara. Mara should have a 16.
it's not enough.
Okay.
Everyone gets a flaw. I don't know what's real and what is not.
Ha!
Oh, jeez.
So basically, Mio.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Because I am Neo.
Ha, you fool! I already attack everything anyway!
And guys, I need you all to roll initiative, just for the sake of the storytelling, because now it's gonna be painful.
Oh, boy. Oh, shoot, I forgot to select my token.
Ah, Snock's going first.
Oh shit, I did that wrong.
Mio's a slow.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, the person I was already questioning its existence before this is going first.
I'm not a 20, I'm a 10. I'm not.
Why am I not on there?
I'm highlighting my token, but it's still not.
It's not showing up on there. What the hell?
You
Did
need
you
to
click
click
the
on
token?
yourself,
I
and
clicked
then
my token and rolled initiative.
Same.
Huh. Weird. I don't know.
I rolled a 21 the first time,
No, what?
and then that time I did forget to click my token.
No, that's just okay. Give me a moment.
You can manually add it.
I know. 21. You say
Yeah, 21.
okay.
Well, that means I'm first, isn't it? All right.
Salish.
So I kind of have no idea what's going on. Or do we see this? Did this thing like rush completely out of the? Is it gone?
Just listen.
Okay.
Salish, you close the eyes for a moment, and you open them, feeling you're in the wrong place. You feel like chains on your wings and neck. You are in opened what seems to be a volcano that is sleeping, chained to the walls of it.
Interesting.
And you feel like you're starving. You feel like you didn't eat for, who knows, maybe years, maybe decades. You feel like you're, at this point, gonna die any moment soon if you don't eat something.
Okay.
You look up into the sky, and it seems like something is approaching. Like a ball of fire leaving a plume of smoke as it goes, and it seemed to go right into your direction.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Well, I'm. Let's see here. So I'm chained basically to the ground or to a wall. You said.
To walls.
And oh, shit. And I see this. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is shit. So I'm in my big form right now.
Yeah, you're in your true form.
Interesting. That's interesting. I'm going to. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, because I know this obviously doesn't feel. Does this feel real? Like, how real does this?
You don't know. You have no idea.
Okay.
It seems to be was here for like forever.
Interesting. Okay. Well. Gonna use my innate or my spell-like ability, enhance ability.
You have no idea.
What?
You have no idea if it will work, but you're gonna try.
I'm trying to use a spell-like ability. Yeah.
Yeah. What you're trying to cast?
It's a spell-like ability. Enhance ability. I have this 5 a day. On my strength score.
Okay. It feels like the spell takes hold for like a brief moment and fades.
Interesting. Okay.
And the sphere itself is now like maybe 50 feet away from you.
How many feet?
50.
Is it like a giant sphere of fire?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well.
And then as you look at it, it starts to steer itself to the edge of the volcano, not longer flying like into your face or whatever.
It's flying in a different direction now.
No, it's flying towards the volcano's crater, but
okay.
to the edge of it, like on top of it.
Okay, so not straight at me, but a little bit like to the side of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's still probably going to be an explosion. I don't know exactly that. And I feel like if this other spell didn't work, then something like Misty Step definitely isn't going to work. So, shit, I'm in trouble.
It lands.
Okay.
On the edge, and you see like a giant man, maybe like 10, 12 feet tall, in a fancy, let's say, clothes, erupts from the explosion itself and like looks at you, examining, maybe like interested, not saying anything.
I in Celestial, I say, hello there. I'm kind of breathing hard at this point, probably.
And he kind of looks at you. I'm disappointed. This is far less than I was promised. But anyways, and he kind of goes into his backpack and throws you like a cow's ribs down on the ground.
I gobble it up if I can reach it. I'm assuming I can reach it.
Yeah, you can move a little, like lay on the ground with the chains. But if you try to leave, you think chains will hold you down.
Yeah, well, I'll eat it and
he kind of says, "Do you know who I am?"
Can I make any sort of check to try and remember if
You
there's any
you can make a history check.
history? That's a decent roll for me. 12. That's a terrible roll. I don't remember.
He seems a little odd, but you feel like he is a devil-ish creature.
Interesting.
But you have no further clues or who.
Okay. I say, well, specifically.
Kind of smiles, and you see his teeth are sharpened into shark-like triangles, and a little bent inside the mouth, turned in that direction. He kind of says, "My name is Corvus. I'm a death lover, and I'm here to make a contract with you."
That's so. Well,
Yeah.
much of a position to negotiate.
He kind of says, "If you're not, let's say, educated about our existence, death lovers don't come if there is no threat in imminent death.
Right.
You will die if we don't make a contract."
Yes.
And the
Indeed.
contract price is soul.
Is my soul.
Yes, your ever eternal soul of a dragon.
You're saying. So if I give you, so basically I die anyway, because giving you my soul is basically dying, isn't it?
No, you will live whatever you have to live, and then you will just not have your soul.
I will, but I'll be alive.
He kind of says, you will stay alive maybe for 100 years.
Well,
It's better than staying here in this chain. And
yeah, well, it is, but the cat picture. Oh my god. What the hell is that?
Stop it.
And then after I die, that's when the bad shit happens.
yeah, your soul will be taken into 9 hells and turned into devil. Into a powerful devil. You will be having glorious powers. But it's not gonna be you anymore. It's such a shame.
Well, I feel like a lot of things are better than this. I don't know how much better that is. But like I said, I'm not really in a position to negotiate here.
He kind of says, I'm gonna specify it once. I cannot force you into it. You have to have, sincere wish, a dedication to give me your soul, and then sign up the contract. And then we break your chains, and you go fly away for 100 years. More than that, we will guard you. Well, let's say we will keep an eye on you, so you don't die early, and then we have a deal.
Making a deal to extend one's life.
Yeah, we will protect you for 100 years, and then you will die. Sounds good contract to me.
Definitely don't see why it would be terrible. How long do I have to consider this?
says, I will come back tomorrow. And for now, he kind of says, here. And he seemingly casts spell. But you've never seen such like arcane use of the spell. He kind of pierces his own chest with claws and just splats blood on his palm. And he conjures a mammoth into your cave. And he falls down and dies of a impact. He's like lying down. Here says, have a little snack. He turns into a fireball and flies away into the sky.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
How did this thing go? Due to your snake nature, you are not affected.
Okay.
Interesting.
Sebastian just looks around and sees what everyone else is doing.
Everyone else is lying down on the ground, unconscious.
Wait, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Sebastian, like, is the goblin still there?
Goblin is seemingly dead, lying down on the floor.
I guess Sebastian's going to slither up to the goblin and make sure they're dead.
Make a medicine check.
Well, he's probably just going to go to nibble on them and see if they react.
You bite him, he doesn't. Yeah. He's lying down in a puddle of blood, which is turning green as time goes.
Okay, so everyone's lying down. He's like, there's that. Does Sebastian see anything else around the room?
You look up, and look around, and you see the snake that just bursted out of the statue is now swirling up on the ceiling into a spiral, and kind of fixates its gaze upon the unconscious members of the party.
Sebastian's going to start barking at this giant flying snake.
So it's maybe like 15 feet up.
Okay, well, he's barking at it, trying to get it to go away.
It's kind of one eye just looks at you, and you hear inside your head, understandable, like snakes sizzle, but like in the manner of hush. Like,
Wait, can this thing understand Sebastian?
inside head of Sebastian, yes.
Sebastian says in dog, no.
And then you hear in your head, understandable, like emotional way that it acknowledged you as a prey if you don't shut up.
Sebastian's going to slither over to Villana and just start nudging her, try to wake her up.
You nudge her, and she kind of rolls in place, and you see eyes at the moment are filled with like white, let's say essence or whatever. There is no pupils. You look around at everyone, and they seemingly have the same issue. They are not here.
Sorry about this, Villana, but Sebastian's going to try and bite Villana's arm.
Okay. You have advantage. Roll attack.
He's going to do non-lethal, of
He's
course.
still not gonna hit.
Like he's going to do minimum 1 damage sort of thing.
Yeah, I know. Still got a hit. Still got a bite through the plate armor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna bite. But barely.
Yeah, barely.
like
Jeez.
Mm.
like a loud metal clanking was like, and you bite through.
Okay, does Valana react to being bitten?
Seem to be twitching as she lays down, but she still is not conscious.
How much damage do I take from it? 6?
6.
Non-lethal.
No. It
Yeah.
was technically minimum. It was technically like minimum 1 sort of thing.
Oh, you mean? I mean to bite through the plate armor.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I
takes
suppose they do it because of
pressure.
force. Yeah.
You get what you get.
Okay.
It's not a lot. Um,
Sebastian's gonna go back to barking at the snake.
and as you bark at it a couple times more, it swipes with a tail hanging from the wall and bats you into the wall. Let me actually.
Okay, Sebastian's probably gonna get going to the other side of the direction, so he's probably gonna lunge at the snake in the sky and try to bite it.
Okay. First of all, you take.
That hit. Yeah.
Come on, that hits, and you take 22 bludgeoning damage.
Sebastian's down.
But you feel like you just blacked out. Okay.
Well, that solved nothing.
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay. Odd.
I don't think I'm next. I'm just.
Alana should be next.
For some reason, yeah, Valana. Okay. Valana. Are you ready?
No.
Okay. Valana,
Oh, wow.
you kind of open your eyes and find yourself drinking from a goblet at a table full of like banquet stuff. And you look around, you see your young father sitting to your right, drinking, your young mother sitting to the left of you, and a ex-general sitting to the left of you too. And they seem to have like a chit chat between each other, and they seem to be happy. Like, oh come on, that hunt was nothing. Look at this boar; it's so delicious. Some young meat always good for health, says your father. And you kind of get not what you were. You just were in a cave and now you're here. Something is wrong.
Well,
That was your wisdom save.
yeah. Cool. I just kind of eyed him suspiciously, trying to figure out a way to get out of here for now.
Okay. You see your dad says, well, that's a good meal, darling. Thank you. And stands up from the table, comes to kiss your mother like in a chick. Looks at you and Valana, aren't you coming?
Coming where?
The courtyard. Your fiance is waiting out.
Fiance? No,
Yeah.
this is a dream, father. I will just sit here and wait for a dream to go over.
He kind of says, I get it. Yeah, I know you were dreaming about your prince. Now you have it. Yeah, this looks like a dream. So, shall we go?
No, father. My Prince Charming died. This is
Don't you say nonsense. He kind of says, I can call him up.
She just kind of eyes her father, like I, trying to look as much like I don't believe your words kind of look, if you get me. Almost, I guess, kind of a rebellious teenager look, in a sense.
Kind of looks at you. I shouldn't give you all that ale today. I should add some water into it. You seem like drunk, and he kind of comes close to you, touches your forehead. No, you seem to be. I think he says. But anyways, darling, I'll be right back. He kind of hugs you and goes away.
I look over to others. Can I do I don't know, a insight to see if, in a sense, there is someone here disguised? If you understand me, like the actual person, in a sense, that is doing all this, sitting with us disguised, if you get me.
Yeah, make an insight check. Let's say. There is no one. You're sure that no one is disguised here, but also you're sure there's nothing is real here.
Mm.
And you see Cedric entering the room. Kind of looks at you and says, "What's the problem? I'm waiting like an hour out there."
No, you haven't. This is just all a dream. Look, I can prove it to you. Lana starts undressing. Naked.
Wait, we can't do that in a room. Shh, don't.
No, Cedric, it's quite alright. This is just a dream. There will be no consequences. If there's
So if we pass the wisdom save, we know it's a dream.
Yeah.
Well, I passed the wisdom save, didn't I?
Let me look again. I believe not.
I don't think so.
I rolled a
No,
22.
you failed.
The 22, you say?
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
Yeah, basically you passed it like on 22 for 22. All right. You know
passed it.
something is wrong.
Matched it.
Yeah,
I
you
matched the DC. Okay.
You kind of have like doubts.
Okay.
So he kind of says there is no consequences of being naked, but god damn it, Volana, what the hell?
Well, I want to be naked, and I am proving to you that this is just a dream.
General is kind of tense up and walks away and says, I'm sorry, it's... I don't need to see all this.
No.
Also,
really.
if this weren't a dream, my big sister would come just about now, grab the entire fork on the table, whack me in the head with it, and force me to dress.
That is true.
That is true.
That's not inaccurate.
He kind of says, what do you mean, big sister? She died like 2 years ago. Let it go already.
No, Cedric, you died. It was almost... I believe, and you have to correct me, Aslava, I believe it was kind of a half a month ago, or...
Yeah, recently. And he says, that's nonsense. I'm standing right here.
No, you're not, dear Cedric. You're just some weird dream. I do not know why I am having this. But if you will kindly tell whoever is controlling this dream to stop playing around, so we can get down to business.
Kind of looks at you and says, Come on, you're making me worried.
Again, I am not Cedric, because you are dead at the moment. It's quite impossible for you to be. If you're a ghost or something,
Kind of closes your mouth a little, like close, whispering. It was a secret. If my heart doesn't beat, it doesn't mean I'm dead.
No, not only that. But, yeah, that's a good point. Mother, Cedric is dead.
And she kind of looks at you like, what?
Also, I kissed Big Sister right after my marriage, because I'm a big doofus. And I shouldn't really be wearing only clothes. I should always wear armor or some sort of weights to keep me on my responsibilities.
And she kind of looks at you and says, yeah, we can arrange the armor, but come on. Don't be like that. I'm here.
She sighs. No, you're here for me in jail. And I would really like to try and find the missing children about now. So the group can be together again. Because Og hasn't been with us for the past month, which is quite tragic if you ask me, Mother. I don't feel a friend should be away from his other friends for that long.
They kind of look at you with like no understanding what you're ranting about, and Cedric takes away like Yeslin for a moment. Yeslin, may I have like a couple words with you? We travel to the other end of the room, and Cedric, you see, you don't hear what they're saying, but Cedric visually like showing that you're nuts. Kind of like giving you a side look, like I'm not sure, but it seems so, and you kind of see her leave. And Cedric comes back, like slowly walking up to you, like hands up. All right, Valana. We called doctor. He will be here soon, and he will say what is wrong with you.
No, you did not call him doctor. He's going to appear in my dream right now. Valana starts getting up, and she is quite bored of this charade, so she's like physically moving about, trying to get an understanding of this dream.
And
Are you alright, Elish?
I mean, you
Anyways.
stand up and you can walk around, and it seems you're like in a castle, but it's a little brighter version of it. Like, there is no grim imagery, there is no ominous torches, there is no like dirty tiles. It's all actually pretty cozy here.
Well, relatively speaking, cozy. Valana doesn't like it because it doesn't feel.
All right, Mara. Mara, you open your eyes and you are in a field near the training bags. You kind of uh, open your eyes in a moment when you hit a hanging sack on a training rack. And you immediately kind of look at yourself and you see that you are a male.
Wait, is that Mara?
Yeah.
One second, what did I miss?
Hi, Felix.
Oh no.
I just explained to you what happened.
Sorry,
You hear everything?
I was kind of out of it for a second. Dang it, that was thinking about something. I wasn't paying full attention.
Okay, so you basically wake up, like open your eyes in the moment when you hit a training sack hanging on a rope in the middle of the field on a training rack. And you look at yourself, you're a grown, strong male.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
And I believe you fail your saving throw, so you don't know what's real, what's not. You kind of in the process of training, you feel like you're a little tired. You train like for 6 hours, the way you feel. And you kind of continue punching the sacks, and you hear behind you like footsteps. You turn around, and you see approaching your father, dressed in a blue cloak, holding a sword over his shoulder. He's
Your
bandaged.
father's hot.
Walks close up to you and kind of says, "Again, wasting your time, right? I already told you to take a fucking metal weapon and train with it. Your fists cannot cut people's flesh. You're wasting your time."
Boy.
I'm still trying to process. Give me a second.
I told you it's gonna be a new.
I'm intrigued as to how this is gonna go down.
Yep.
Oh
Everyone,
man.
get ready for a mindfuck!
Not everyone wants to pierce people's flesh.
We already talked about it, right? And you said you will do your best. So I don't see you doing your best. I see you slacking and trying to save someone's life while punching them in the face. I don't see how it will work. So here, and he kind of unsheathes another sword, throws it under your feet. Says, "Take that and use that."
Oh.
Oh god.
I'm going to pick up the sword.
Uh-oh.
And you like bending down to pick up the sword, and he hacks you on your back with the flat of the sword. So you fall down on your like full four. Says, "Don't you fucking kneel or bend in front of your enemy. You could have picked up your sword with the tail or with the leg or whatever. You don't seem to learn the lessons that I teach you every single day."
Well, maybe you're not teaching the lessons I want to learn.
And he says, "And what are those lessons? Catching butterflies with
I'm sorry, out of character? That's not how teaching works.
It kind of is on some level, but sometimes it just doesn't.
I mean, yeah, it kind of is.
You're not there? He's an asshole."
Yeah, he is.
He's an uber asshole.
Yeah, so he kind of says, "And what's
I
that?
like him.
What the
God.
catching butterflies? I don't know. Looking for unicorns and rainbows? This is a dark world. You will get stabbed on each possible opportunity that random thug has. And your fist's not gonna stop a dagger.
But it might save a life.
What do you care about someone's life? Care about your own. He kind of looks around and says, pick it up. Properly this time.
I'm gonna swing a fist at him.
Oh, good. Good.
Go for it. He kind of just steps away.
Kitty strike. It sounds so adorable.
Jeez.
He kind of steps away and says, try with the sword. I already told you that your, let's say, rage glowing will not do anything.
Kitty strike. Pakistani flag.
I don't want to use a sword.
All right, then you don't want to use your life.
Oh.
You see his fur, like hair, becomes a little elevated than usual, and you recognize this when he is really angry. He goes that way.
I'm going to press my foot on the blade of the sword and pull. Press my foot. One of my feet on the blade of the sword, and the other foot under the hilt, and lift up with the other foot.
Yeah, that's good. Making a, let's say, dexterity check.
Rip.
You kind of try to do that, fall down on the ground, and he comes close to you and just kicks you in your stomach with his leg. Says, pathetic. Years of training, and you cannot do that. I'm disappointed.
You're always disappointed.
Yeah, because you're never good.
Wow.
That's because you want me to be something I'm not.
Yeah, he says, that is nonsense. You are what you are. And there is no alternative, there is no choices. You just are you.
Sigaya.
He kind of just, like, he's holding his sword on his shoulder, and with the hilt, he just parries your fist blow to the side and says, the sword. How many times I have to tell you?
I,
Come on.
I'm just going to. I'll pick up the sword with my tail.
All right.
and I'm going to chuck it as far as I can.
All right. As he sees you do that, he kind of says, "So be it. Let's see what we can do here." And he just swings his sword wildly and cuts off one of your palms. Clear, just
Bastard.
says, "You don't use them. Why do you need them?" It hurts. It really hurts. Like, Jesus Christ. But the cut is clear, and the blood is almost not like pumping. It says, "You go for that sword. Take it in your only right now functioning hand. Come here and train. Or the next hand will go to the ground too." What about that?
The sword is not my way.
And now he's just going to try to teach Mara the sword.
And he kind of says, "All right. Then the hands are not your way too." And he swings another time, and the other palm is going to fall to the ground in a wood puddle.
I fall to the ground in pain.
He kind of says, "You're the waste of time. I'm sorry that I don't have a better child, and you don't appreciate me. You know what?" He kind of says, "I never regretted something in my life more than you." And he cuts your head off.
How much damage is she taking?
And you open your eyes again, punching the sack.
Oh god, what fragile is this?
Oh, that sucks. Everlasting loop.
Wow. It's Groundhog Day, Eliza.
Okay. I need a minute. I'll be right back. Calls.
Oh, that was beautiful, Slava. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Wait. What happened?
I'm in like the worst reality ever time loop.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I got that part. I had just gone away, and then I.
Like, so Mara's character was basically written with this giant rebellion against her father, and she's in a loop where apparently she didn't rebel.
It's a time loop.
Started Felix and blah blah blah.
It's
And now that
Groundhog
she's
Day.
trying to rebel, he killed her and started the day over.
Oh my god.
Eliza.
Can't rebel.
I'm gonna go curl up in a ball now.
Oh my
Eliza,
god.
you need to find your own shadow. It's Groundhog's Day.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, trust me, he's probably a bit worse than that.
This is
Oh my
really
God.
amazing, by the way.
This is insane. Oh.
I I really need to get some ice cream for this. Be right back,
Oh
folks.
my.
Oh my god, I can now imagine Slava having this character in the actual game. Oh dear god, that'll really screw up Mara, especially after this.
Oh man.
I'm so glad he's not here right now, otherwise I'd be giving him. Oh crap, this is being recorded, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is.
My eye is now twitching.
That's my fancy way of saying get got. God. I actually need to eat something, but I haven't done that yet. I will order food or something.
This is not boding well.
Yeah, no kidding. What should I eat? What should I order food?
The entire time, when as soon as the stall started, I was thinking, okay, which one of the two is he going to pull up? Is he going to pull up the father or the slaver? I was hoping for the slaver because that'd be less traumatizing for Mara.
Oh my god. Less traumatizing. It says something about your dad.
By the way, her
Yeah.
father is still alive, right? In
Yes.
the real world.
Yes.
Ah,
Unfortunately, I feel that Isa would sympathize more with your father as he was trying to teach you skills that are essential to survival.
yeah, I think Istar would think that this guy is really cool, like with the sword and stuff. He's a
Okay,
battle
not
maniac.
cool. No, he was not cool. But he wasn't bad until he cut off her arm.
Yeah, that point is a bit too far. I mean, I hope he isn't that much of an asshole in real life. I hope this is mostly like the illusion.
Oh, no. This is probably a toned down version of him.
Jeez.
The fuck?
Why do so many characters in this have daddy issues?
It's not the core focus of Isa, but Isa also has daddy issues.
Exactly, like everyone has daddy issues.
I mean,
Oh god.
Issa's father has also abandoned him, but he really respects his father because he's like, yeah, battle above everything. He might have like abandoned us, but it's for battle. Okay, it's okay in my books.
Okay.
Looks dead.
Og,
I don't like it already.
you open your eyes and you find yourself running away from a forest fire. It seems like it's your familiar forest,
Mm-hmm.
the Varus lands, and you're almost like out of breath. Found like a little river. You see animals running away too, and you run down. You look around yourself for a little moment, and you see Rosie running out of the forest in that direction, and she is burning.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Where is that thing? Yeah, here it is. kind of stop for a moment, acknowledging that you forgot about her. And she kind of runs down to the river and plops down into the water, dousing herself. And just lies there.
Right, well, I'll run up to her.
Alright.
See if she's still okay and conscious.
Kind of run up to her. And you see, like, mostly old skin on her body and her dress. Everything is almost gone, just like burned, oily rags on her. And there is like half of face missing, so you see like a bronze interior of her face.
Is she conscious?
And you see like she's lolling her eyes, like they uncontrollably shifting and twitching. And she tries to focus on your face, like, and kind of scrolls her hand towards you and says, "You forgot me again."
Ouch.
Can I do that regeneration thing? Well, I give her health from my health pool.
You try to do that, but it seems not longer there, and you like, why the hell it doesn't work? You look at your hand, and you see the vine that the rose vine, but that was on your hand is kinda is fading. She, it's all right, Daddy. I was happy for a while. She kind of, you see, like eyes are start closing.
Fuck. I'm gonna pick her up and hold her up, like, you know, hold her in my hands.
Is there like, I know he has that bond with Rosie, but is there a way to literally like repair her or something?
That was...
Technically, yes.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything to repair her.
So you kind of pick her up, and her arm falls off and pops into the water.
Dude, fix her!
Would that do anything?
You see, like, interior a little fixed, but the arm is now in the water. She says, "It's okay. I don't blame you." My time is over. Don't forget me. She kind of tries to give you a weak hug of the hand that still remains. She says, "I love you, Daddy." And she goes like,
And she goes, what?
limp.
Oh.
She just hangs in your hand.
I'm gonna apologize. Say I didn't mean to leave her. I was just caught up in something.
You look at her and there is no life in her. And you see on your hand that was once a tattoo of a rose. You see now it says murderer all around your hands, and it goes like murderer, 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 and you see it sprawls through all your body, and you are all covered in this.
Fuck. Can I turn into a giant eagle and carry her on my back and just fly
Yeah.
up in the air?
Yeah, you can do it.
What do I see around me? I know where I am, don't I?
You kind of put her on a riverbank and transform into the eagle, right?
Yeah. And I'll like hold her with my claw, but not like harmfully. And I'll fly up into the sky.
Okay, give me a moment.
So he can't do anything? He can't, like, heal her or mend her or do anything? She's just gone?
Just watch it. We will come to your place too. Oh, so you kind of grab her and go up into the sky, and you see everything burns. It's like, yeah, like this is probably like a little island of not burning,
Oh.
and all the forests, whole Veras, so basically miles upon miles of forest is burning. And you kind of feel like a little twitch in Rosie's body. She kind of moves in your claws.
Do I see anything on the unburning island? That's not even a word, but
There is as you see before you, there is a small river.
Yeah.
There is like a little island, maybe, let's say, 10 to 15 yards. Not burning, but the fire approaches it.
So where we were is the only thing that isn't burning, and then there's just a river running through. There's nothing that's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see, like, in the far, you have your eagle sight. You see, like, in the far, far away, there are temples, there are, like, settlements burning too.
Mm.
You have no idea why the fuck it all burns.
Is it on fire, like, so I can't get to it? Is it too
Yeah, well, you can fly whatever you want. You have time, like you know that line of the forest once ends, and there is a desert after it.
Yeah.
So you can fly, but it will take like several days.
Yeah. The temples that I see, can I get to them without getting hurt? I mean, like, are there places where it'd be too smoky, wouldn't it? I guess I'll fly back down to the river.
As you close into the river, you experience worst case of breathing a lot of smoke ever. You kind of stick to the ground and like traverse a little higher than the water level. And you feel Rosie twitches again, and she bites you on your claw.
Oh.
And you look down and you see the eyes that were usually blue or green, depending on the, let's say, attitude, now are red.
Okay. I guess she doesn't want me going down, so I'll fly back up.
Um,
I was gonna rest.
she continues to bite you, and it's painful. You know, if she bites like a couple more times, you fall down with her. And it seems like her, let's say, behavior is out of normal, and she was dead like a couple months ago, and now she bites you. Something is wrong.
She's biting me. Do I Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna take her back down to the river. And I'm just going up and down. I'm gonna take her down to the river and I'm gonna. Can I? Is there like an opening or something where I can see the jar that's inside of her with the soul in? Or
Yeah, there is like near the river bank. There is like grassy plains. I said like 12 to 15, 10 to 15 yards of not burning place.
Yeah, I'm gonna land there.
Okay, you land further down the river. She, as soon as you like land and put her down, she stands up and looks at you and says, "You never loved me. You left Mom. You abandoned me. Now you're abandoning this forest. I hate you."
Well, I can't speak as an eagle, so
Yeah,
I
you
have
can.
to. I can. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna tell her the truth that yeah, I never did love her mum, but I loved Rosie as soon as I found out she existed. I made a mistake. I didn't mean to leave her.
She says, "You're a liar. You're a dirty, dirty liar."
I'm not lying. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be trying to help you if I wanted to leave you.
Neo. Make a persuasion check, actually.
Persuasion. I'm being honest.
Yeah, persuasion.
Oh
God damn it. Rosie. Well, that's just wisdom insight. She kind of backs off. Yes. I'd rather burn than live my life with you. She starts to run into the fire.
I'm gonna go stop her and grab her and take her away, but from the fire again.
Okay, make a grappling check.
A grappling?
Yeah, that's athletics against acrobatics.
Oh, as an eagle, yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Athletics.
Athletics. I don't have
Yeah.
that.
Either your strength or your athletics check.
Yeah.
It's a check, not a save. So skill list, athletics.
Yeah.
What on Og's character sheet?
Yeah, she kinda. No, not
Yeah.
an Og. Not an Og. She.
Well, the Falcons, it'd be
Yeah.
strength on
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
She kind of plops down as you catch her. You pick her up in your claw. She's like, "Let me down. I don't want to leave."
I'm gonna say I've lost too much and I'm not gonna lose her. I'm gonna apologize again, and then I'm trying to think of like making. I don't know how though. Like trying to make this part of the forest safe for when the fire does eventually consume it, but I don't know what to do.
You can make a wind wall that made like a town around you.
Yeah, but how long does that last for?
For some time.
I'll have to go back into Og form as well.
Yeah, and that
it's 120
Rosie.
feet. Holy shit.
So she kind of beats you with her little fists.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn back into Og form and then start casting wind wall and like expand it around me, so it pushes the fire back.
Okay. You do so, and there is like a wind barrier, and you think it will hold the fire, but Rosie's kind of just desperately sitting down in her feet, and she's looking down and says, why did you even come here?
I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't know how I got here.
She kind of says, so you weren't here for me? You didn't...
I've been looking for you for since you've left, since you got taken.
He's like, don't you lie to me.
What was it? Did you say don't you lie to me?
Yeah, she says, don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying. Since I found out you were taken, I've abandoned everything just to try and find you.
She kind of looks at you. Says, if that is true, why haven't you found me yet?
Do I know I'm in a dream now?
No.
No.
But it starts to make, like, no sense in some places.
Yeah. That's yeah. It doesn't make sense. I'll just say I have found you. Now.
No, it's not me.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're trapped here. And you haven't found your daughter. And I'm not your daughter.
Who are
You
you?
can't recognize your own daughter. How in the hell you call yourself a father? You you kind of hear the change of a voice into a like sneaky, shadowy, echoey voice. Totally not Rosie's. It says, "I'm you."
Hello, you.
And
That wasn't that wasn't in character. Oh.
And she disappears. And in place of her, you see yourself. But it's like a depressed, sad, crying, disappointed like version of yourself. And we'll get back to you soon.
Yeah. Jeez.
God damn it. Not changing scale. Asa, are you there?
Yes, I've been listening the whole time.
Okay.
For like 2 minutes, but it doesn't matter. Hi.
You kind of open your eyes and you find yourself sitting down on the ground. I will use your token, just like an image. Not armored.
Am I wearing robes? Not armor?
You wearing rags.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and you're sitting
I've never worn rags. Okay.
back to the wall, like on a what seems to be broken cardboard.
She did succeed her wisdom save,
I
didn't
know.
she?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
We will
So
fucking
wait,
get to it. We will fucking get to it. Let me finish.
where do I think I am?
I'm
Like,
describing.
Where?
I'm
Like
describing.
Kingdom Hearts?
You kind of look around yourself and find yourself in a familiar place. You have been here already. It seems like it's an entrance to Galton.
I'm in a Golden City, like the capital.
Yeah. You're not far away from the gate. You like look to the left and see two statues like uh, praising the light on the gates. And you look at yourself and you have a sprawled in front of your hand with two copper pieces in it. And to the right of you, laying on the ground, you see Iris sleeping, huddled into the rags.
No. Okay, so first question. Do I have any markings on me?
Yes. You immediately check your body. You kind of turn your hand, another hand to the left hand, and you see the brand of. You actually know this house. the House of Nobles.
Is it the Ishtar family?
No,
Oh, thank God.
it's a familiar, let's say, brand, and it depicts a hammer on an anvil upside down.
Wait. Do they have slaves?
What?
Or hammer, anvil, upside down. No, that's not the clench gauntlet. Hammer, anvil, upside down.
No. It seems to be some noble craftsmen that you recognize, but you never actually met them. It means you're property of someone.
Oh, okay, I'm like looking at like all the orders of paladins. I'm like, no, they're a hand. That one's a fist. That one's a gauntlet. Like, there's no hammer.
Oh, you understand that's just a noble house.
Okay. So I'm the property of some type of smith, and I want to look at Iris. Does she have a similar mark?
You look at the iris and pull down the rags from her, and you see like the back of her is whipped to fucking nonsense. And
Well, that's not good.
and you see the brand is multiply placed all over her body. Because you know that if slave disobeys, he gets another brand, and another brand, and another brand.
Yeah, okay. So when I look around, do I match the symbol with like the house or something I'm leaning against, or
Look around, and you look like in front of you. There's nothing, and the man is passing. You throws a copper coin into your hand, and you kind of look at it, and you realize something is not right, and you kind of think this is pathetic. What the hell? And you look up, and you see right above you a wooden sign that depicts a hammer and an anvil upside down.
okay. So I can conclude that A, I am a slave, B, I am outside of my owner's establishment, and C, Iris has been doing stupid things. As I am aware that I'm supposed to be a paladin, I will attempt to use lay on hands to close the wounds on Iris's back.
As you try to do that, you understand that you actually don't feel the connection anymore. Like something is missing. Like an important puzzle piece is not just there.
I'm assuming it's not my holy symbol, because I don't need that for lay on hands. So
No, something is missing.
Is it
I'm
my
saying
connection to Nika?
yes, something like connection is just not there.
That's not good. So I know I'm a paladin. I know this is fake, but I also realize I am no longer connected to Nika in this reality. Iris is still sleeping?
Yeah, she seems to be snoring off.
Okay, so now I'm debating, do I kill Iris while she's sleeping and take the punishment? Or do I ask the owner if she or he will separate me and Iris? I don't know. Let me go into the store. Let's start with that. I want to go into the store and see who my supposed owner is.
You like stand up, start to walk, and you hear like chains dragging behind you.
I look down at the chains. Am I connected to anyone or anything?
2 feet are connected like in a shackles, and the shackles themselves go to a wall.
Do the chains reach large enough or long enough for me to reach the doorway or no?
You're almost there, like, but you cannot reach the door. And you understand that you are younger and slightly younger, like you're a
Oh my god, I'm young again. How old is young again?
you look like a teenager, like in 16s.
So is this out of character knowledge? Would this be like an alternate reality of what happened when we tried to get to the Temple of Nika if we got caught?
Come again? There is Felix's dumb
Is this like an alternate reality where when we tried to get to the Temple of Nika, but instead we got caught?
You actually make an insight.
Am I using these as stats now, or are we like penalizing it as a child? I don't think it matters. 1.
You're kind of confused. Just like, is this another reality? Is this a dream? This is not. This is not supposed to be this way. I am not a beggar. I'm not a slave, and stuff like that. You know.
Well, I can't move. I'm tied to the person I'm not supposed to be anywhere near. And I can't really talk to my owner, so I guess I sit back down and contemplate the craziness of all of this bullshit.
And you see, like, as you shuffle back, Iris wakes up and says, "What's going on?"
I reply, I don't know.
Did you get 10 copper as Master asked, or what the hell?
I look at her and say 3. Because we had 2 and then 1 through 1, right?
Because that's we're gonna be beaten again. We need to work harder.
Isa doesn't like the idea of begging and is also chained to a wall. So
You see people coming past you, like strolling, not paying much attention to you if you just sit there.
So I get up and ask Iris if she can stand.
She says, like, I can try. She tries to raise. It seems like she is beaten to that point where she is almost hopeless. She barely climbs out on the clutching to you.
She's weakened, probably not really able to stop me too much. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize to her as I expose her back to the general public. And then chant or preach, or however you say, beg for coppers to aid in my sister's recovery.
Okay, make a performance check.
Yeah, I'm not good at that either.
You're getting advantage. For the you don't need it. Like, and you see people gathering around you, just listening to you preaching. For a moment, you feel like, yeah, that's how it works, and people start dropping like silver coins too. Some people even throw like a golden piece. And you see as you like holding Iris back up front, you see she is literally crying, like exploding in tears.
Unfortunately, victory comes before, personal matters of concern and what have you. So he ignores this.
What?
We were given an assignment to collect 10 copper, and he's just not about to not succeed. So, sorry, Iris, you're gonna have to cry it out.
Okay. It says, how long will it go on?
I need 10 coppers, so I would probably go until I got 11.
It's already more than that. Finally found Iris. She was hiding.
Okay, so yeah, once I have the 11-ish copper, then I will thank everyone that contributed and cover up Iris.
You have at this point like 15 gold in copper, silver, and gold.
Oh shit. Okay. 15. Let me just write that down. You said 15 gold and copper and silver?
Yeah, in copper, silver, and gold. So like.
Oh, okay. So like all the coins together is 15 gold. Understood.
Yeah, you did good. Like, and
so I will wait until our master comes to fetch us, and I will tell Iris to rest because we achieved our goal.
Come again. You're cutting out for me for some reason. I don't know.
I will tell Iris to rest because we have achieved our goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I will sit there and wait and watch over her until our master comes to check on us.
All right. Some people come like towards you and put down some bread, like you can eat if you feel starving. And maybe like 15 minutes later, actually, you see the door of the establishment that you were trying to enter opens. And you see this guy. Come on.
This guy's a girl.
Yeah. I'm sorry. She has an anvil, but not right now. Walks away. Walks out. So like, all right. Show me your pockets. And she kind of inspects you too.
Isa will present all of the coin that was earned, but she will separate the 10 copper and then present the rest of it, saying, this was the overflow.
She kind of says, there is no such thing as an overflow. And she kind of takes everything.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
And she says, Master Caster will be pleased by your earnings. Maybe he will not beat you today that hard. She kind of says,
Isa twitches, but retains a generally calm composure.
But I'm not in the mood today, so maybe you should, after the dawn, come up to my room. And she...
I'm curious. What for?
And she says, the usual. And walks him back into the door.
That doesn't help. So, since we're still chained here, I assume, I will feed myself and Iris with the food that was given to us.
And you see Iris is
like the rations.
Iris is just shocked and almost panics as she says the usual.
Wait, she's shocked and panicked? Yeah, I'm gonna actually ask Iris, what is the usual?
She says, the torture. She's a maniac. She's the reason I cannot stand properly even. She kind of, you see, she's broken.
Out of character to Camilla. After this, Iris, I mean, Isa may not be so hard on your character.
One can only hope. One can only hope.
She kind of says,
I
don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I cannot take it anymore. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna just stop breathing. And she kind of holds her breath.
I'm going to punch Iris in the gut.
And she exhales like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm going to look her in the eyes and say, you are not this weak.
She shakes her hand. I was. But now,
Isa will say, we will continue to earn as much of the non-existent surplus as possible and possibly be valued as more than beggars.
She kind of shakes her head like, I cannot take it anymore.
Isa again looks at her and says, just follow the rules. Stop trying to escape or break the rules, whatever it is she's been doing. And we will elevate our position until we are no longer expendable or disposable.
Make a persuasion check.
Expendable, that's a word. You said a persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay-ish.
18 is okay.
She has like a better insight, I think.
18 is okay. She kind of becomes silent for a moment. She says, okay, I trust you. I bet my life on your words.
I'm sorry, say again?
And she says, I'm betting my life on your words that we will get out of here.
That irritates Isa because, again, Iris, she knows there's nothing like this. It's literally like a little sister again. Okay. I guess actually because they're 14 years old and she failed her insight to realize that this is not her alternate reality, she's going to start treating her like a little sister and she'll hold her.
Okay. As you speak and kind of like comfort her, you see a rift opens in the middle of the road. Like,
are you sure? Because Isa doesn't see anything.
It's not. It's hard to not see a shit because this is loud and like attracts attention. And out of the portal, you see like a well-dressed person that didn't fucking show up on this game. Walks out and kind of leans towards you. And he's kind of encased in multiple layers of clothes. He says, I got you. And touches the chains in the region on the wall, and they just break off the wall. He says, follow me. and jumps in back into the portal.
I'm going to whisper to Iris, do we know him?
She kind of shakes her head.
Shakes her head yes or no?
No. Shakes her head is no. Nods is yes.
Understood. Okay. I don't think I follow him.
She kind of looks at you and says,
I look down at my broken shackles and I go into the hut and call for my master girl, the girl with the anvil.
all right. You walk into the shop, and she's like, "What the hell is going on?" And Iris
I
is still
explain
outside.
that someone has just broken our shackles and has told us to follow him through a portal, and I point out the door.
He's like, "Oh, really? If this is some kind of a stupid trick, I'm gonna whip you until you fucking faint." And she kind of walks out the door and says,
I'm literally shackle free. I mean, how can I be lying about at least that part?
I know, but she doesn't believe that someone magically appeared and broke your shackles. Like, it's nonsense for her. Who would help
That's
Slade?
true. But yeah, she still points.
And she's like walking out, and she's looking around. What the hell is happening here? And you see the portal opens again behind her, and there is like a swift motion, and the hand with a dagger pierces her neck and pulls her down into the portal.
Do I recognize her as our owner? Like, she owns us, right?
Not exactly she, but she's a part of a family.
Okay. Well, that's not good. I'm
And-
going to start to panic as I look for another member of the family.
And we'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay, Valante.
Okay, I'm ready.
You find yourself standing in a dungeon with all the people around you, looking at you. You are crouched down on someone's corpse, and you hold a dagger piercing the eyeball of a unknown to you victim.
All right. Okay. So I'm holding a dagger over someone's.
You killed someone. A dagger is inside someone's eyeball. And
Sounds about right. It's where I would put a dagger.
And your hands are like bloody and stuff. And the guy on the front says, "Good, good. Just like I expected."
Do I recognize him?
Yeah, it's your mentor.
Trance?
Yeah. And he's currently wearing someone's other face, maybe? Like using a spell. And someone else's clothes. But you know it is him because you recognize the voice.
And I failed my wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah, so you think you don't know what's real, what's not. You don't understand how you got into here. What seems about right, you know. The guy comes up and says, "You were saying that you cannot do it, you cannot make it, it's too bad," and stuff like that. See? You managed. He kind of kicks the body into the guts. Not that hard.
It's never hard with your encouragement.
He kind of says, "And what does it matter? Is it your cousin, or is it your friend, or is it your mom, or dad? You are part of the family, of our family, and no one else's. You get me? Kind of shakes you.
I nod.
And says, now you've proven your worth. And he kind of goes through his pockets and gives you the already known by you the coin, and opens the compartment and says, please place down your mark.
I'm going to take a piece of skin that has my mark on it, and I'm going to place it inside the coin.
He kind of looks at it and says, come on, you're gonna cut off your fucking finger. Carefully. But he takes the skin, puts it down, closes it in, says, remember, if someone shows up with this coin, you owe him everything.
The only debt I have is to you.
Says, and I'm saying that anyone who shows up with this specific coin, you owe everything to him. You got it?
Understood.
Good. And you see, like, crowd comes up to you, and they all place hands on your shoulders, all around you, like maybe 10, 15 people, and all at the same time saying, one of us. Says, enough, this bullshit never works. I know, it raises the moral spirit, but let me say what actually raises the moral spirit. And Mug of Ale, he kind of ushers you to the corridors. We gonna drink today, says, till the morning. What's your favorite drink? And he kind of pulls you up.
I'm going to take the mug of ale from him and take a big swig of it. And just down as much of it as I can.
I see, it is everything that burns. Am I right? And he kind of chuckles.
Yep, that you know me better than anyone.
You walk through the tunnels. You walk and see in the tunnels themselves, there is like hundreds of people dead, killed, mutilated, just bloodbath. And kind of says, God damn it, they need a janitor here.
I'm going to immediately stop moving. And I'm going to look at him really, really confused because this is not in his character.
He kind of looks back. What?
This is your work?
What do you mean this is your work? You killed like 15 of those.
I'm going to look at my hands.
They are just like soaked with blood.
And my weapons?
All bloodied.
Can I roll, God, what would I roll?
What are you trying to do? Just say, and I will say what you can roll.
Well, I'm just trying to think of what, if I could tell whether or not my weapons actually did this.
Yeah, that's gonna be perception or investigation. If you're gonna check out the bodies and like discern what the hell.
And can I roll, I guess, insight to myself? Like, what does my gut say?
Like, remember if you did this? What happened?
Yeah, like I can feel something. Can I tell something's not right?
You investigate the bodies and you see multiple victims laying around, and it seems like several people around amongst them are killed by you, but you make a scene like you're trying to loot them, so you don't give yourself up. He's kind of, we already looted them. What the hell are you trying to pick up?
I would not do this.
Yeah, of course you would.
You would not do this.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just teaching everyone.
Teaching them what?
Teaching them this. Cleaning.
I shake my head. Something just doesn't feel right about this.
Kind of says, hey, listen. I know this doesn't look pretty and stuff. It doesn't sound like gold. It doesn't taste like gold. But sometimes you gotta taste copper to see gold.
I'm gonna.
For some reason, that analogy makes sense.
It does.
Blood tastes like copper. Yeah.
I'm looking at my hands. I'm going to just nod. And I must have done this. I have no proof otherwise.
He kind of says, you went berserk there. I was worried a little. He says, you enjoyed too much.
Now I feel like he's lying.
He seems to be joking. Not
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. I think none of that guys, and he kind of tilts his head in the direction of the crew, says, we'll try to get under your skirt now.
I'm sorry?
He kind of shows towards the crew, the team, and says, no one of those guys will ever try to get under your skirt anytime soon. They are afraid of you now.
Out of character, I feel like that's an insult. They're saying that you're not attractive.
That's fine by me. They should be afraid.
Since when you were so rough? He kind of picks up. Seems to be this guy, dagger. Puts up into his sheaths. What happened? I don't. Kind of narrows his eyes. I don't recognize my old Valentine.
You're kidding, right? You just had me slaughter all these people and you're asking if I'm different?
Hey, listen, you never wanted someone to fear you. What changed? Is this killing is doing something with you? If that is so, I don't want you to take part in the cleansing operation.
What was there to cleanse? Our guild was good. Our work was good. We made a lot of money.
Yeah.
This makes no sense.
He kind of says, yeah, but, you know, the new guy, he's kind of rough. I don't like him, but he's the boss, you know. You gotta listen to what the boss says and do what the boss says and dance when the boss says. I don't like it.
Trance, you are the boss.
I am the boss of the. Let's say I wasn't Not well, too much. Honest with you, I'm the boss of this guild, but we serve to several organizations, mostly. Um,
I'm gonna pull my weapon out, and I'm gonna take a step back.
what is this? This is ridiculous.
Who are you?
He kind of shakes off the disguise self spell and says, "It's me, relax." You see, it's really him.
I'm putting my blade up to his neck. Who are you?
He's kind of rolls his eyes and says, "Hold it away, you're gonna hurt yourself. God damn it."
Trains answers to no one but himself. Who are you?
As I already told you, things got complicated. I just took this work just to establish a good connection.
A good connection with who?
With the monsoon, of course.
With the who?
The monsoon.
No.
The
Mm-mm.
black curly guy, the fur cloak, the noble man that was once a legendary thief. That guy. He is establishing a black network all over the place.
I'm gonna point to all the dead bodies. This is not your work. Who are you?
I am me, what you mean. And he said, I'm just saying it was once upon a time. We just proved our worth to people that's willing to pay to establish just influence on some cities. And we need that to move forwards, you know? He's still just like standing near the wall, hands up. So he says, put it away.
Can I
And
tell anything?
give me one. He actually, when you speak to him, you don't feel like a real background behind it. Like, he usually uses the same words, the same things, the same gestures, but something is off. And he is looking like he's confident in what he says.
But I can tell that it's off.
Yeah, it's a little,
Great. I'm gonna give you one last chance. Who are you? And what have you done to Trance?
he sighs like and says, "All right, you can cut me and examine my corpse and make sure that I'm me. But later, you're gonna apologize, bringing me the cleric, bringing me back to life, and stuff like that. Come on, cut me." He kind of raises his chin to expose his neck. "Come on, do it. Don't make me wait."
I'm gonna hesitate, but I'm gonna do it.
And you cut his throat. He says, kind of pressing a hand to his neck to stop the bleeding, like, "You're insane." He kind of crumbles onto the ground and says, "See you in a couple of days." Fall down. And everyone, like, whole team looks at you and like, What the hell you did?
Am I still holding my coin? Or does he still have it?
He still have it.
I'm going to take the coin out of his hand.
Wait, you pick up the coin.
Putting that in my pocket, I'm going to try to figure out who he is.
You see, like, around you, the whole team just gathers and they unsheath their weapons. And one of them is asking, like, what the hell was that?
You've all been tricked. How could none of you tell that this was not trans? Not a single one of you.
And you kind of roll it over, and it looks like trans. You kind of inspect, like, things that only you know, like the placing of the scar that he has. You, like, roll up the sleeve and see the scar in the place, the tattoo on the leg and stuff like that. And you kind of realize that you just shanked your mentor.
I'm going to go through his pockets.
You go through his pockets and you see, like, let's say a lot of things. Like a vial of sand, a pouch of flour, a bunch of coins, a ball bearings, caltrops, everything. He is just a fucking universal carry-all stuffed with things that he might use in certain situations.
Is his coin on him?
Nope. And you see the ring around you, the team, in cases, and basically pins you down at the wall, sitting down and inspecting his body. They kind of look at you and say, what do you mean tricked?
This is not trance.
Who the fuck then he is?
How do you not know? You've been with him this whole time.
Yeah, and I was with you too, and now I kind of doubt that you are you, actually.
Clean up this mess. Dispose of all these bodies. We need to move. Take his body with us. We're getting out of here.
Hold on. I need an explanation.
You dare question me right now? And I'm going to pull my dagger out and put it up to his throat. Does anybody else want to question me right now?
You better make an intimidation check.
Can we give her advantage? Because that sounded cool.
Either word.
I mean, according to the story, they've just watched me slaughter a shit ton of people, so they're already afraid of me.
Yeah, they just needed an explanation. That's why they didn't attack you immediately. And you roll intimidation and you got a crit, so they kind of shrug and say, "Alright, okay, chill." And start shuffling towards the body and picking it up. So where are we going? And one of them, like, yeah, where are we going, boss?
We're going to go to the backup hideout. The one that only the few people in the inner circle would know about.
They kind of say, and what about the monsoon? He's gonna be pissed.
I'll deal with the monsoon when the time comes.
It's whatever you say. And you kind of walk down the tunnel with the corpse of your mentor on someone's back. And the last just sprays the oil everywhere and burns the place. And we'll get back to you. And Neil. It's
Wait,
9.
wait, is that Mio? Is he like sitting there?
I know exactly where this is going. I'm saying nothing.
Okay.
We're gonna take like 10-minute breaks at this point, and we'll get to you.
Okay.
It's just time. 3 hours.
Yeah, right. It is like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, as in, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Confused on how to act.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really-
same. This is
No, if-
hard.
Right now, it feels like the only way we're gonna get out, like as far from what I've seen so far, I think the only way we're gonna get out of this is if Sebastian manages to hit that flying snake upside the head.
Why don't you eat the goblin and see if the spell breaks?
Well, he's currently knocked unconscious, so
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's like some kind of a puzzle, like an illusion puzzle, but
Yeah.
I don't see any clear solution for any of us.
Yeah.
When Sebastian gets up next, I'm
Honestly,
gonna.
it seems.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second.
Sorry.
I feel that the spell itself is just to buy time. It's not a offensive spell, or else we would have gotten a save for it.
Mhm.
So it's just to stall us while the goblin is doing other, or the goblin's
Well-
friends are doing something else.
Didn't we get a save for it?
We did to disbelieve what we're seeing.
But we still have to see it. We couldn't like
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I feel it's more of a
Yeah.
stall tactic.
Yeah. And the only reason Sebastian hasn't been effective is because he's got low enough intelligence.
No,
It was a
Sebastian.
snake, and it was like
Yeah.
a snake-based spell.
Yeah.
I don't know, either because he's a snake or because of like intelligence level. But either way,
Oh yeah.
like some spells don't work on creatures below below a certain intelligence.
Yeah. Well, in Pathfinder, there are creatures that don't even score, and such
It was
mind
like
affecting
a
spells
level-
don't work.
It was just like a level
But-
9 sleep spell. Okay. That's what happened.
Yeah, kind of.
Plus an illusion spell or dream modifying spell.
Dream. Modify memory, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think I might know a way in order to like if Sebastian does end up getting up at some point. I don't know if he will or won't. I probably think I probably have a way that he might be able to fix this. Yeah, break it on you lot.
I mean, at least to me, it looks like he's quite in a pleasant situation.
Oh yeah. If that's Mio, then I'm doing great. Ultimate power.
Right.
The only thing I need is more gold.